This is a new Camaro in the very important person parking. Maybe Jim Perkins is here. Pretty nice car. These new Cutlass convertibles, I think they're pretty sharp. A Parisian convertible just coming in. It's a 327 Chevy engine in it, and indicative of some of the unusual cars you'll see here. 38 Imperial convertible sedan. This car has been at Meadowbrook and a number of other places. Really a very nice, now a beautiful color. They had such nice colors on the early ones. Has a sunroof. Here's a very unusual car. It's a 63 Grand Prix with an overhead cam engine in it. You can see the, look at the engine again. See the cam covers also say overhead cam. One of the rarest cars you'll ever see around. It's a Pontiac Engineer 57 Grand Prix convertible, beautiful car. It was Malcolm McKellar who owns the single overhead cam Pontiac, very famous Pontiac engineer back in that era. Probably worked on that engine. I didn't talk to him. Air piece, it's a 47, I think, 46 Olds 98 convertible. What a nice car. Very rare. I've only seen one other of these. That was in California when we lived out there in 1971. There was a 46 for sale. Original owner car for $200. Could this be it? The car's been restored since last I saw it. It was an original car. Now I'm thinking about it, I think the owner told me it had been stored for a long time locally. It's looking pretty good. From the rear, notice the taillights lay down on the lower body like a Buick, but they're different. This is a much rarer car than a Buick of that vintage, or Cadillac for that matter. In the next section there's a 41 Nash Coupe, a fairly rare car. And there's a little later one beside it. An older one, a 37 I believe. This is a very elegant car of the early 60s. I didn't step around to see what year. Seems to be an original car. Nice color again. 40 is a little 49 Ford convertible. It's a rare car. You don't see these very often. Very nice original car, a restored car. This little 34 Ford pickup, always like these. DeVille. Nice lines, eh?
Oh yeah.
Another Cadillac. A row of Cadillacs now.
You can stand up.
Roadmaster, one of my favorite cars. Looks good with skirts, doesn't it? Buick. Big 90 series coupe too. That could be 6 Roadmaster. What a boat, eh? 48 Super convertible. Beautiful car. Wish the hood was down. 48 because of the black steering.
I've seen that car for a couple of years now.
Classics on hand today. Here's a beautiful Chrysler Imperial Phaeton, 46 to 47 48 C bodies after the war. This is the Cadillac. I'm starting to like the non-follow through fender like the Olds and the Cadillac has better than the Buick, really. 65 or 66 Bonneville convertible.
Well, there should be, that's what the members have.
Pair of 41 Limiteds. A view of the Buick. The best looking limousine of that entire era. I'll step over a little bit here. Here's a Packard Darren. Pretty flashy, eh? I have a picture of one of these taken in Kansas City in 1942, I believe. Maybe it's the same car.
Just like the Ford.
Some dash on the Packard Darren. Line now. Here's a bathtub Nash crawling through like a big cockroach. I like these cars. There's the bathtub Nash. There's some Mustangs coming up. Down the row are the different clubs participating. It's like mostly Mustangs coming through now. There's a nice Thunderbird. Some more. I like these. I'll watch it come out of the judging here. Very aerodynamic car. We're going to look at what's for sale. Here's a 40 Mercury Coupe. I like that. Let's go see what else we can find. A 40 Mercury. Looks like an old original tire. Convertible in the for sale lot. I don't see a price on it. It's Oldman Arizona plate. This is a nice little car. Must be early 50s. Air convertible. That's kind of a rare sight. Nice one. 62 Cadillac convertible. Convertible in an auction out in Novi recently. It's a really nice Cadillac. I like it. It's very subtle color, but a very pretty car. Nice California car. Nice color for not getting too hot. A cavernous interior of an Isetta. Two of these here. Colored. Very nice, restored. Early 50s sports car. Chrysler Hemi engine in it. Thirsty car hustler having a drink. Very nice car. Some more at the Mercury here. I think the tires on makes it look like a big toy. You don't see too many cars in this condition anymore. There was one of these at same color. Used to be at a Chinese restaurant. In fact, the restaurant where we had our honeymoon meal. I just thought 64s were a rather interesting car. Particularly the front end. Looked like the Cardinal. It was going to be imported and then never was. Replaced by the Falcon, I think. Instrument panel of the 60 Ford. It's a manta ray. Nice to have a nice picture of this for our Corvette panels we're doing this weekend. We had a hard time, believe it or not, getting show car photographs from Chevrolet. Let's go up and look at the NDL1 badge again.
It's quite a bit. Quite a bundle.
Very unusual. Guys I work with, he just restored in the past year or so. Really a cute car. A 31 Chevy Roadster. Detailing on cars of this era, although they were not a very expensive car, they had starting to get some nice details on the 31 Chevy. Shooting in the parking lot. It's a nice Riviera convertible. Parked right next to it is an Eldorado convertible. This is a Dymaxion, very special car to me because it's the first car that I ever was published about in a national magazine. I wrote a letter to Mike Lamb. Really, this is a car that started my career. Ironically, I just saw Mike a few minutes ago. I took a still picture of him beside this car because I thought that was something worth remarking. Or the Dymaxion. This is Buckminster Fuller's car of the future. I believe it was shown at the 1933 World's Fair. 3 of these were built. One of them was scrapped out in Kansas. That was the one I wrote about. I believe this one came from Harrah's. This is a 1940 Studebaker, I don't know what they called it. Some called them a Coupe Express. Has to be a very, very rare little car. Actual vehicle row. Let's look at the little Bantam. Town delivery, I suppose, of some kind. Next to the Studebaker. Some of the other trucks. It's a Cunningham hearse. And this is neat. You'll recall that they used to make records out of cars when they got old. Here's one all restored. Very nice. Here's the other side of the Chrysler Wrecker. Very detailed vehicle. Push bumper. Original type winch. Davis 3-wheeler. This is a Wolseley Hornet. Cute little English car. In the background you can hear a, must be a Can-Am race car. We're going to get all through this. Look at the badge bar and the lights on the Wolseley. It's one of my favorite Jaguars of all time. In fact, this is what Jaguar is to me. The XKs and all that are nice, but what a beautiful car. The first car enthusiast I knew wanted one of these very badly. He used to show his motor trends to me. It had pictures of Jaguars like this. It's the instrument panel of the Jaguar. This, of course, is a 49 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, one of the very first two-door hardtops. Very nice example of a very rare car. Next to it is another car of that era. Contemporary, sort of, you can see the Cadillac was more advanced for its time, but certainly the Town and Country was more unusual than anything Cadillac offered during that time. This is a Z34 Chevrolet El Camino. Be a neat car for production. A German Horch, a contemporary of the Mercedes 540K. Much rarer, of course, today. Here's Keith Crane showing off his 57 Bel Air convertible. It's a fuel-injected 38 Studebaker Convertible Sedan. I've never seen one of these. Note the right-hand drive. I was talking to the lady earlier. It came from New Zealand. She said this was one of 221 that were built. It's a rare car, but still you see cars with that production around. I've never seen one of these. Extremely rare car. Let's take a look at the wig-wag taillights on the Studebaker. These would wave back and forth like an old railroad lantern when you came up to a stop sign. Nice, unusual, and rare accessory. It's a 1936 Cadillac convertible. Very pretty car. The DeSoto Coupe 33. Had a very unusual grille for its time. Way ahead of its time, really. Right.
Original ultimate Packard, I guess.
That's a real... This is a Packard Brun, beautiful car.
Of the Buick will certainly have a great time.
The cars drive by this area. This is all, this is the Edsel Ford house we're looking at now. It's pretty much over now. They just gave away a car. Let's show show's starting to break up now. I know we're shooting along the river here. You can see some of the boats in the background. Very nice road. This is the road they drive up. Get in line for getting awards. Here's one of the futuristic cars. Street rod that's some of the early customs. This is a design show. They have a little bit of everything here. Here's one of the more radical customs around. Reminds you a little bit of the Phantom Corsair in the back. It's a Packard Clipper, of course, originally. Some more of the customs along here. There's a Kaiser with the sliding door open. Very, very nice Kaiser. Doing the pan now up the row of cars. We've walked up the road a little bit. They don't let anybody out until 4:30. And Cadillac convertible. One of the original, really classy Cads. And right beside it, a Ford Sportsman. The wood on the sides. One of the sportiest Dodges you'll ever see. It's a little Dodge Senior 6, I believe. Roadster. It's really a handsome car. The first year Mercury, a 39 Mercury Coupe. This is like the one I bought with Sally Savings when we first got married. Very unusual car too. Here's a Major League Classic with a rather interesting sedan body, a little bit of a cord coupe, one cord coupe anyway, had a rear window sort of like that. A massive car. Of course you recognize this as a Chrysler 300. Red, one of the neatest cars of the early 60s. A Stingray and an Auburn. Here's a good one to look at on the Edsel Ford Estate. An Edsel convertible. That's what they mean when they talk about a classic car, right? Studebaker is well represented this year. There's quite a few of them here. Here's a nice one, a Louis Coupe. Of course, there's Packards too. Here's a big, elegant Packard. One of the last, and there's a Caribbean right in front of it. Contemporary of the Skylark. The shovel nose ahead of that, 32. It's a very pretty car. 32 Packard Light 8. This is an incredible XK120 Jaguar. Very early one. Look at how straight the bodywork is on this car. I also like those skirts with the lock on them like that. Very, very nice car. Another Packard behind it. An XK140 black convertible. Nice badge. This car also has really nice detailing on the top. Notice the chrome strips. Give it a nice little extra touch. SS Jaguar that we heard back at the beginning of the tape. Steve McQueen had one of these. It's a very, very rare Jaguar. Here's another one of the customs. The Buick sweep spare, very typical of early 50s custom. And across some of the other ones in this class. Classic early 50s hot rod. This is a reproduction, I believe, of a Talbot Lago. Wow, what lane. There's some more of the Dymaxion. Maybe we were lucky that Buckminster Fuller didn't succeed with this. Very aircraft looking. Some more of the Talbot. Wow. You can kind of see where Jaguar got their idea for their grill on the XK120. And here's a Nissan. Preview of the new B-bodied